Thank you. Hello, my name is Jane Tapont, and I'm the receptionist for the Ute Tribe. And I'd like to tell you a little bit about my job. You have to be a very kind person, understanding person, and you to greet the people when they come in. You have to know the location of all the offices. Excuse me. Ute Tribe office. Thank you. Okay, you also have to take training on the system. It's a Dimension system. It's the newest system in Mountain Vale, and it's just come out. It's touch tone. We have several systems on it. We have three-way calling, tone calling, transfer calling. It holds over 200 extensions, which right now we have 65 extensions and over.
My name is Maxine Natchez. I'm Director of Public Relations for the Ute Tribe. Processing our own film is one part of the many facets of the public relations program for the tribe. We publish a monthly newspaper, the Ute Bulletin, which we mail out to tribal members and associates of the tribe. This is also just one part, one segment of the program for the tribe. We also maintain contact with the media representatives. We did a lot of public relations work during the past year during the negotiation period with the state of Utah. This involved meeting with the representatives from the TV networks as well as the radio stations. Our main purpose is to provide a communications link for members of the tribe, and at the same time try to educate the non-Indian public in changing these many stereotypes that they have about the Indians.
I'm Leroy Sheng, the Executive Director for the Ute Tribe. My position is that of the Chief Executive for the tribe, in that I have to oversee the total program of the tribe in looking at not only the local but also the national areas. I oversee the budget, I oversee staff, I oversee the interpretation of law as well as legislative work that is being done for our tribe. Presently we have a good-sized budget in which we have to operate, and we are totally independent of as much of federal monies as possible. But right now we are working to make it so that we are able to take care of our own people here on the Ute Reservation. I've been here for 8 months, and the business committee and myself work very closely in dealing with the tribal affairs that we have. We are hoping that as we develop our program more and more, that we will come up with one that the Ute tribe will continually operate under, and someday work so that everything that we have will be total Indian control.
Before I go on, other things I must do before this shall be used. So one of them will be what's public, because of the ministry. Now, face it the other way. Many of you have asked, what am I going to do? Why am I going to do this? This is a sacred grass that plays a big part within our spiritual way of doing things, even in other things that we do in our everyday life. That's right, that we run into the animal food and fire, right? So, we will use the Ford Brothers thing. Again, we go through the same thing. And are also taught to train 5 to 15 units for one. Also, before much this and come. All the things that have done. Whosoever that touches, whosoever down, will bring them faith, strength, and inspiration all the time of their life. This will things that they would have in a good way to provide with them bodily, mentally, spiritually, and physically. And hopefully this will help. Now, again, before I use this, I'm going to go through the I touch it on totally Mother Earth. I go through the city. Again. South. To the east. To the west. All the way northwest. Those were the called tides and all the tides. So that's where it is. That's the beginning of the sermon. Now, again, more like this. I do the same thing again.
I'm gonna feed those cats.
Tēnu pagojakanav. Tēnu pagojakanav tavastipanav. This is for you young generations, what we used to do. We tisipatamanok. Got money up around with me. Wakawan. Open it up where it needs to be. Where it's thick, you have to kind of open some more up. Malusrait kuikerak. Katak to which I want not not. Kuikerak, it's drive attack. It's kunachtanako. Which round no true to the bound yaru. I want some not getting a private. I can't get back way. Where there was a windbreak. Just a hip stand crew up. I used for the time. Can't know how people. And then turn over. Someone sapatana. This up. Marasro Octava today. Tomorrow, you funny, 2 power, pa, to what power and put Never got to which day, well, at which way. But I'm demonstrating cardinally how it's done. I cannot, you're not going to get sick in me. Right, Jay. I'm going to open some more. Take that thickness out.
Grand entry being led by Adam Portmedico, Brent Buchanan, traditional dancers, followed by the newly crowned queen for the 13th annual Northern Youth Panawa Rings of Fair. Her alternate, Don McAdam, and Denise Kane. Followed by Doreen Thompson, the Northern Youth, other royalties, this described. Followed by the men's traditional dancers, both northern and southern. Missouri, Vaughn Baker, Russ Sacrament, many more fine traditional dancers known throughout Indian country. Dancing all in their own right. the ladies traditional. Traditional lady dancers from throughout Indian country. Fine examples of their fine beadwork, beautiful buskins, and traditional dresses. Calling for Ruby Black. Ruby Black. You're in the area. 14 ounces 10. Ruby Black. What's traditional dancers followed by the men's fancy. The men's fancy dancers. Very fine dancers throughout the Indian country, many of them champions.
Mai te koe Buckskin Rogers toi ko tera koe nau sa pamku ko tera koe. Usna on rusa akawa yunaka choo-choo.
I got it. Wait a minute. Tawa mo ko chakos. Who's in it? What?
Kwa na mo mwiwa ni ai kumwiwi na koe e.
Tara. Upre verden.
Tjena bakka.
Du tava i te rei. Du te nā gopoe.
Tu wiksa pausai.
Ini jas pa ma phako pane. Kachi vachu che.
Wanam ga pura. Tu wich putu mane sutte.
Kachaka ka tia vatis. Puika kwacha most.
Wera mi ga pakpa ba mi kumara wipu watu nagaru wat pisia ga tura wat.
Salute ya mano people ya. For a good hunt.
Okay, Buckskin Rogers, here we go.
Start him up. Esther.
Okay. Pretty soon it'll be 10-4.
Cái chạy kệ. Cô bạn nhạc.
Muy sapanua vigo wan. Oh,
Ways. Uchi agar gulum karu ay.
Bueno amigos, que tu tahu cuat mas para cepat kamu rumah ai ken.
Tin nào phải chỉ mà. Chạy kệ gồm. Tao biết chỉ quan là
Bekas cikian cek payama, cekani payama nus cek bekau cikian.
tao biết chả làm. Chỉ kệ gỗ.
Akas tu puas pana meratan pikir merat cemai. Wa namu no, dengan kita atil, yo wa cemai bina.
Tao khai ko.
Iya nak kami.
Ta.
Oh, merat tu wa kau panera sini biasa.
Ô bà chịu ra.
Akan ni dan orang murah.
Ngoạn à. Nó va qua. Rước bờ chu. Ta biết tiếng nào vậy. Đa cúc.
Here goes.
Từ ta nó chỗ à.
Nó was no move tam tu quy cổ wo.
Kìa.
Wo kurai chu long. Tu.
Biết gọi vẻ là nó qua.
Wo ga mo ye na mo quy wo wa. Mana tu aro nai na mare puna ga mo no kana tu.
Ra. Ở từ trên nào đó.
Ya tu tami ve chu gure put.
Tới về này. Coi. Nước là mà luôn. Má bà cháu.
Kati sapaja kuai dah. Ya karu tu pocah.
Cháu đâu xa.
Tahan ngomong Jawa.
Wait a minute. Wait, Jamus. Mamas pada tiap cibane.
Tapi no Buckskin Rogers say.
Wait, is rock on my run cut as you go up on a race. With Taknet Takat. Cut Ipu Pakut or state the hour, you want it. Would go Ipu, table cook and wait through. Look for the way to state to. More to speak what had got I takwai roma pukuran. Musahap tuas pak muskut tu abna ni kampet mama te acer timena mana betu te ni jagat na puiket upak par wah pek mai pek upak tiga iman. Wah
Then
kamu
what
tiga.
do I give me? What do I give me? Vets rana la vechir. Mukamar what mas pumpo niki. Urutis.
Beadwork on the loom, I tell them to learn to do it, learn to put your colors in there, so they could, in the future, they can, do whatever they want to do. Maganiru, mama maiwan maimiasa, mairani. Chakakapachim habit, chakakapachim ru, chuchukapachik ru, pinak ru. Nanisni, karon watas ru, magani ru. Maybe in later years then, things might not be like it is now. It might just fade away like our other Indian cultures that are not here on our reservation anymore, like our Ute language. It seems like it's going to just pass us on. But if they know how to do the beadwork, they can hang on to it and maybe teach their kids. If they ever have kids, they can go ahead and teach them too. I think that's how.
My name's Maxine Manning, and I'm 42 years old. I don't know how I got started, but I guess I got started when I was 8 or 9 years old. I used to see my grandmother beadwork all the time, then I guess just from watching her I thought I'd try it, and since then I guess I've beadworked. I've made little pins or little moccasins, small ones, and I went from them to loom, I guess, and from loom work I went on to this kind, this right here. I guess I learned myself from watching her do beadwork all the time. Then it was at our house that I learned how to beadwork, and since then I've been doing mostly beadwork.
My name is Debbie Duncan, and I'm 19 years old, and I'm third generation. I like to do beadwork. Right now I'm doing some beadwork for my horse saddle and bridle. And the design's right there, got two long strips. This one, and there's another one. It's right here. I learned from watching my mother and my grandmother. Right now I'm doing loom beadwork. I'm making small hairbreadths. I made some in the right here. Those are not blue, they're different. I made some new ones, but then I don't have them with me. We're the 4 generations. And we hope to get her into beadworking.
The second method, total physical response, is learning native language through physical activity with emphasis on listening and comprehension skills, and then expanding into oral language development. This is all done in the Ute language. No English is used.
Jessica, eat Jake. Richard Jake. Nicola Jake. Jake. Jessica, hóa vợ và gậy quậy. Jessica, take it.
Face again.
Jessica, got it right. 1, take it. 1. Wow. Wow. Don't try to. 1. Và gậy quậy, hóa vợ. Gậy quậy. Take it. Got it right.
The committee felt at that time that it would be up to the area director to answer for the government. It isn't the business committee's position to answer for them, so I want to turn the time over to him, Mr. Stevens, our area director.
I guess what I'm here to really visit with you about, and the place I can start, is with the a letter that we received from the Assistant Secretary. The letter, if I remember right, came back in April. We didn't get the letter until December sometime. And what it said was that the Assistant Secretary had determined that Congress had decided what the membership requirements should be, and that the tribal ordinances that had been passed that set membership requirements which were different than those of the Act were invalid. Those ordinances had been improved by the Bureau of Indian Affairs. And I know that one of the first things that somebody's going to wonder is how come you approved those ordinances which now you're saying are no good? And I guess the best thing I can say is we fouled up. We made a mistake.
I have seen a resurgence of the culture and interest picking up, and there's a few more than there was yesterday. And I like to think that we had a hand in that.
Larry Sespuch calls himself a modern warrior. In his backyard is a sweat lodge, a traditional sort of spiritual haven.
We're going to start tape, and I'll cue you here, all right?
This videotape camera is part of the New Ways. Sespuch helped start one of the first audiovisual departments on an Indian reservation. It is his goal to preserve the legends and customs of the Utes on videotape.
I am your little mouse sister. Why did you lose your eyes?
Because I was very foolish and very
selfish.
One resource that is fading fast is the knowledge that comes from the mouths of the elders of the tribe, whether it is telling how to dry deer meat or telling the ancient legend of the bear dance.
Dancing like this, see.
More than one elder has expressed gratitude for Larry's efforts.
Tears start coming out of his eyes, and he said, "What do? You bring a recorder and a camera so my grandchildren, my people, can see me, they can hear how I sound, and they know how I was, and I'll live forever." And it was very touching.
Sespuch brings the culture to children through a medium they understand, television. Few will sit still for an entire night of storytelling, but will for a short video presentation.
The objects may change from yesterday, but the spirit and the heart doesn't need to change. A lot of our people call that the red road. And finding it takes time. But when you're there, it's good. It's real good.
Sespuch wants to help young people find that red road as well. He is developing programs on alcoholism and drugs, specifically aimed at younger tribal members.
Need my check?
All you're gonna do is drink on it. Don't you know our kids need clothes and Christmas presents?
Don't matter, I got my check. Grandma left
Well,
out for me.
here, have it then.
But somewhere down the road, they're going to run into a situation, and something's going to snap. Now I knew what he meant. Now I knew what she meant.
Deborah Lindner, KUTV News, Roosevelt.
Off me, man. Get your hands off me.
Shit, man, don't be doing that shit, man. Come on.
Hey, man, look at this.
Come on, man, no shit.
I'm all cut up,
There's
man.
all kind of trouble, man. Don't be doing that.
Oh, man,
Come
back
on.
off, all right?
Come on, man. Shit, man.
Where's my old lady?
Doing something stupid, man.
Don't tell me what to do, all right?
Shit, man.
You can't go in there with that. Can't go in there with that.
Come on, man. Man, you're gonna get us all kind of trouble, man. Shit.
Let's get out of here.
Shut up, man.
Come on, man. Let's
Shut
go.
up.
Let's just
Shut up, man. He's gonna get us. Shit.
Hey, where's my old lady? Hey. Hey, where's my old lady?
I don't know where she is, Manuel. What happened to you?
Where's my old lady?
We'll have to look for her.
I'll go find her.
You come with me. I'm going to have the doctor look at you.
Hello, is this the tribal police? Yes, this is Ray McDermott calling. I'm the nurse at the Indian Clinic, and we need some officers up here right away as soon as possible. Yes, we have a gentleman who's been being very assaultive, both verbally and physically, and we need probably 2 or 3 officers up here right away. His name is Manuel Starr. And yes, would you have them bring Danny Chavanaugh with them when they come? I think that this would be very appropriate in this situation. Please come right away, yes. His wife came in and she has been abused, and he is here, and we need a counselor with you as well as the police. Thank you. Right away, please.
Ask her if she wants to go.
Hey, Cheryl.
Come here.
Come here, man. Hurry. Leave that, man. Just go drink some beer. Swig?
Yeah, why don't you come with us? Hey, you got a light too? I need a light. Let's go. Come on.
For us, man. Come on. Some beer.
We got a whole bunch of stuff back here. Let's go.
Shit. Get out here. Hey,
Let's go.
get
Hey,
beer,
come on.
man.
Let's go.
people that can't, that end up doing things like that, or people that have failed before and trying to reach that what they call sobriety. Me, I call it being well. One of the few ways that helped me was through the sweat lodge and through traditional beliefs and so on. You know, sweat helps me to release pressures from within. The pressure of feeling bad, the pressure of having too good of a day, and expecting to have a good day the next day when you know things go wrong or they go right. We have no way of telling what's right and what's wrong, or what's going to be right and what's wrong. So Sweat Lodge really helps me in that way, and I really believe in that way. I believe in it so much that I live it. I don't just talk about it, I do it. And it helps me in that way. Maybe one day you might look into that.
He walked for a long time. He decided to eat. He could see everything from where he sat. He seen something across the canyon, something black moving back and forth toward a pine tree. He decided he would take a closer look.
I have seen a resurgence of the culture and interest picking up, and there's a few more than there was yesterday. And I like to think that we had a hand in that.
Larry Sespuch calls himself a modern warrior. In his backyard is a sweat lodge, a traditional sort of spiritual haven.
We're going to start tape, and I'll cue you here, all right?
This videotape camera is part of the New Ways. Sespuch helped start one of the first audiovisual departments on an Indian reservation. It is his goal to preserve the legends and customs of the Utes on videotape.
I am your little mouse sister. Why did you lose your eyes?
Because I was very foolish and very selfish.
One resource that is fading fast is the knowledge that comes from the mouths of the elders of the tribe, whether it is telling how to dry deer meat or telling the ancient legend of the bear dance.
Dancing like this, see.
More than one elder has expressed gratitude for Larry's efforts.
Tears start coming out of his eyes, and he said, "What do? You bring a recorder and a camera so my grandchildren, my people, can see me, they can hear how I sound, and they know how I was, and I'll live forever." And it was very touching.
Sespuch brings the culture to children through a medium they understand, television. Few will sit still for an entire night of storytelling, but will for a short video presentation.
The objects may change from yesterday, but the spirit and the heart doesn't need to change. A lot of our people call that the Red Road. And finding it takes time, but when you're there, it's good. It's real good.
Sespuch wants to help young people find that Red Road as well. He is developing programs on alcoholism and drugs, specifically aimed at younger tribal members.
Need my check?
All you're going to do is drink on it. Don't you know our kids need clothes and Christmas presents?
Don't matter, I got, it's my check. Grandma left
Well,
out for me.
here, have it then.
But somewhere down the road, they're going to run into a situation, and something's going to snap. Now I knew what he meant. Now I knew what she meant.
Deborah Lindner, KUTV News, Roosevelt.